What's up, everybody? Baggers and Brewers here. We're getting the bikes ready to go to the Bring It Home ride out in Paris, Texas to break the world record with Adam Sandoval and Paris Harley-Davidson. Today we're going to give Bert's bike a little once-over. A little oil change some front brakes, and see what else he's got going on.
Hopefully we're not finding anything else, so let's get the show on the road.
Boys. So, to get us through this project, we got a little Dust Razor from Atco Brewing, a nice 11%, almost 12% Imperial Rock beer. So, cheers. What's the first thing we're doing here?
First thing we're doing, we are actually going to go ahead and open up the engine, let the oil out, and for that you will use a 5/8 socket. And same thing for the primary. Primary is also a 5/8. So one of them does both. Yeah, advice when doing this and taking the screw off, make sure you actually pull away quickly because the oil is hot. You are supposed to run your bike at least 30 miles or 30 minutes to get everything circulating. That way all the dirt and everything that's in there, possible dirt, can actually go to the bottom, and as it drips down, it brings all that down with it. Okay, one of the things you want to check when you remove one of these is actually you want to check the magnet on it. These magnets will take any kind of shavings or anything, so it will always have a little bit of graphite on it, but if you see big chunks or anything like that, definitely something you want to be concerned about. But this one looks good. All right. For the primary, we're going to go ahead and open this one up too while that one's finished and draining. And I like to go ahead and loosen it up just a little bit before it starts dripping, and then go ahead and get the derby cover off. So that way it drips down real nicely.
Is that the shavings you're talking about?
That is the shavings. This is just the graphite. So a little bit amount like this is normal. You're looking for chunks. You're looking for large amounts where it's covered the whole thing. Then you have a little bit to be concerned about. But this amount here, it's normal. Depends if you ride hard or if you ride, just like everybody else. Bert just likes to ride really hard. Don't blame him though. It sounds nice. We're good. Nothing to be concerned about.
So we're switching, right? Last time we used a different oil in the primary?
So last time we used the Screaming Eagle synthetic on all 3 holes. This time around we switched it up to the Screaming Eagle for the engine, and we're trying out the gear, Harley's gear oil. So we've heard good things about it, so actually I'm going to be doing the same thing to my bike, switching it up to the gear oil and the TRANNY and the primary. It takes 948 milliliters to fill that up. Most of them come in 946 milliliters, so you only need one.
How much do you need for the other hole?
Same thing for the transmission. Is one, it says 948, but 946 is what they come in. Just a hand tight, that's all you need. Do not use a wrench, do not use your cup wrench or anything on there. All you need to do is hand tighten it. The pressure of the oil and stuff like that will hold it in place. It will not back out. Now, we're using the whole thing, 1 gallon. Right now, we're just gonna take the tranny plug out. Right, little trick, you know, just a normal 8mm Allen key. I like to use a socket for leverage. There we go. Alright, and the reason you loosen this is so actually when you take the plug downstairs, underneath, out, there's no vacuum to it, so it will flow a lot easier. Same thing you do when you do the oil. You take the oil cap off and will actually help it drain faster and smoother. Yeah, so next step is actually going to be taking the plug out.
What size socket are we using there?
Same with all 3 holes. It's all a 5/8. 5/8 socket. Just like it should be. Didn't take a lot to take it off because it's only supposed to be 15 pounds of torque. So they do not need to be snugged, don't need to be over torqued. If you over torque them, it's actually going to be a problem because that actually crushes the seal. And when it crushes the seal, you always have a problem with leaking.
Alright.
Okay, so that's concerning.
What's concerning?
Come on over here and take a look.
What is that from?
That's a good question.
From the transmission?
Yep.
Wait, what am I looking at? What is that piece?
That is a piece broken off of something.
That's probably why I got noises. Told you, sound.
Oh wow.
Noises.
So that, people, is what you want to look for whenever you take this plug out.
Fantastic.
Normally it has just a bit of filings and graphite, but this right here is actually a raise for concern. Just from the looks of it, I cannot tell what exactly it is or where it's from in there. Looks like it might be a part of a ring of some sort.
Is it like rubber?
No,
No.
it is metal. It is metal.
It is a big piece of metal.
It's no bueno.
Just a little edge on this part right there.
Not sure if we'll see that on camera. It's sheared off right there.
You could actually see it sheared off, so it's probably one of the holding rings between the gears. If this little piece fell off, should be still plenty because it actually will go completely around the gear. But that's only a guess. Don't take it for...
Can we save that?
Yeah, you need to save
We
that.
will be saving that.
Take that in. Brought on purpose.
No bueno. This is what you don't want to find when you pull out any plug out of any of the 3 holes.
That's why you check the plug.
That's why you check the plug for things like this.
And that's it. 3-hole fluid change in Bert's 2016 Road Glide. The only thing you guys didn't see off camera, we put 1 container of the gear oil in the trans, and then after that, you get your bike down off the lift, you make sure your fluid levels are appropriate. Hopefully that little piece of metal that we pulled out of the transmission drain plug doesn't prove to be an issue while we take our ride out to Paris, Texas, 3,000 miles round trip. After that, he's going to get the bike into the shop for his 30K service. And stay tuned for the episode where we put new front brake pads on Bert's 2016 Road Glide.